Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're heading to the highlands of Ethiopia to explore an architectural marvel that almost defies belief. We're talking about an entire complex of churches that weren't built up, but were carved down, out of the very earth itself.
So let's just start with the question that kind of flips everything we know about construction on its head. Can you actually build a church, a whole complex building, from just one single piece of stone? No bricks, no mortar, just one solid rock? Well, in the small, remote town of Lalibela, that's exactly what happened. And get this, they didn't just do it once. They did it 11 times. That's right, 11 incredible monolithic churches, each one sculpted directly out of the ground. Which, of course, leads to the big questions. How on earth is that even possible? Especially way back in the 12th century. And maybe even more fascinating, why would anyone take on such an unbelievably massive task? Well, the whole story starts with a deeply religious and visionary ruler, a man named King Lalibela. As the legend goes, he had a divine vision, a calling to create something truly extraordinary that would become a beacon of faith for generations.
So, what was this incredible vision all about? It wasn't just about building some impressive churches. No, it was about something so much bigger, recreating the holiest city in Christianity right there in the heart of Africa.
You see, at that point in history, the traditional pilgrimage to Jerusalem had become incredibly difficult and dangerous for Ethiopian Christians because of conflicts in the region. So King Lalibela came up with a truly profound solution. If my people can't go to Jerusalem, I will bring Jerusalem to them. He set out to build a safe haven, a symbolic holy city for his people.
Okay, so how in the world did they pull it off? To build this new Jerusalem, the king's artisans used a technique that was completely revolutionary. They didn't build up towards the sky, they carved down into the earth. It's a method you could call reverse architecture, and it's exactly what it sounds like. Instead of assembling materials, stacking bricks and stone to create a building, they did the opposite. They removed stone to reveal the building that was hidden inside. It's a total mind-bender. The process itself was just an amazing feat of engineering and patience. First, workers would dig these huge trenches, basically isolating one giant cube of solid rock. Then, they'd start sculpting the outside, carving out the roof, the walls, all the details. And only after the outside was perfect did they begin to tunnel in, hollowing out the inside to create columns, arches, and sacred rooms.
It's just a completely different way of thinking. Normal construction adds things to the landscape. The Lalibela method subtracts from it. It's like the difference between painting, where you add paint to a canvas, and sculpting, where you chip away marble to reveal the statue that was already waiting inside.
And they were only able to do this because the local geology was, well, perfect for the job. The ground is made of a type of volcanic rock called tuff. It's soft enough that you can actually shape it with hand tools, but it's also incredibly strong and durable. So strong that these structures have lasted for over 900 years.
Now, out of all 11 of these incredible churches, there is one that has truly become the icon of Lalibela. It's the undisputed masterpiece, one of the most famous and awe-inspiring holy sites on the entire planet.
But here's the really wild part. You could be walking across the rocky ground in Lalibela, and you could walk right past this world-famous church without even seeing it. That's because it's completely hidden. It's submerged, carved so deep into the earth that its roof is actually level with the ground you're standing on. You have to look down into a massive pit just to see it.
This is Beit Georgis, the Church of St. George. It was carved about 40 feet straight down into the stone, and when you look at it from above, it's a perfect symmetrical cross. It's also connected to the other churches by this maze of underground tunnels, some of which are meant to symbolize the River Jordan, a journey from the earthly to the divine. And this might be the most incredible thing of all about Lalibela. This isn't just an archaeological site. It's not a museum. This place is alive. It's a vibrant, breathing center of faith, still functioning exactly as King Lalibela imagined it would almost 1,000 years ago.
Anyone who visits says the same thing. It feels like you've been transported back in time. The air smells of incense, and you can hear the sounds of chanting echoing through the stone. The same chants, the same prayers that have been offered here for centuries. I mean, the sheer continuity here is staggering. From its creation back in the 12th century to being recognized by UNESCO as a masterpiece of human genius, it's still doing its job today, as the beating heart of the Ethiopian Orthodox faith.
Right now, today, there are monks who live there. Daily prayers fill the air. You'll see barefoot pilgrims walking silently through those dark ancient tunnels. And it's a huge destination for religious festivals like Timkat, which draws thousands upon thousands of worshippers. It's a place you don't just see with your eyes, you feel it in your soul.
And all of this leaves you with a pretty profound question, doesn't it? Today, we can build skyscrapers that scrape the clouds. We have all this incredible technology, but could we ever create something with the same soul, the same lasting power as these churches? It makes you wonder if some things aren't just built with tools, but are literally prayed into existence, shaped by devotion itself.